Hello everyone, welcome back. We are going to start a new topic today. Our topics for today is we are going to learn that what is cross product of two sets. We'll start with a simple example. Suppose we have in our hand two sets A and B. In set A, suppose the elements in set A are 1, 2 and 3. In set A, the elements are 1, 2 and 3, and we have one more set B in which the elements are suppose 4 and 5. So now what we are going to find cross product of two sets. Now the cross product of A and B, cross product of A and B. We'll denote the cross product of A and B as A cross B. And what this A cross B is? A cross B is also a set in which the elements will be in ordered pair. So I will write the A cross B as like this. It's going to be a set in which the elements will be in ordered pair. The ordered pair will be like x comma y such that x belongs to A and y belongs to B. So A cross B is what? It is a set in which the elements are going to be in ordered pair like this way, x comma y, where x will be from A and y will be from B. Now A cross B is a set in which the elements are in ordered pair. So why I am telling the word ordered pair? Because when it is A cross B, then the ordered pair elements x comma y, there the x will be from A and y will be from B. And if I say that the cross product of B cross A, then it is also going to be a set in which the elements will be in ordered pair like x comma y such that your x will be from B and y will be from A. So for that reason the word ordered pair is there. So let's say that what will be A cross B. So the elements in A cross B will be 1, 4, 1, 5, 2, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4 and 3, 5. So to make the set A cross B, I have taken the elements 1 from set A and I am going to make the ordered pairs with the B's elements. So I have taken first 4, so I have written 1, 4, then 1 is being getting ordered pair with 5, so 1, 5, then 2 from A I have taken and the ordered pair will be 2, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4, 3, 5. So A cross B is a set. We can say that it is a set in which the elements are in ordered pairs. So this is what the cross product of two set. So now the next thing that what we are going to learn after the cross product of two set is that what is relation. What is relation? So now the thing is that what is relation? Now relations are nothing. They are the subsets of the cross product of the two sets. Like over here we have the cross product of A and B, where A cross B is a set in which we can see the elements are all in ordered pair. So now what is relation? The relation is nothing. They are the subsets of the cross product of two sets. So let's take this 1, 4 and 2, 5, and the set I formed by selecting 1, 4 and 2, 5. So this 1 comma 4 2 comma 5, the set which is formed, it is a subset of A cross B. So subsets of the cross product of two sets are nothing but it is your relation. Subsets like this one, this 1 comma 4 2 comma 5, it is a set, it is basically a subset of A cross B. So this particular subset is nothing, we can say it is a relation. So relations are nothing, they are the subsets of the cross product of two sets. So now when the cross product of two sets, when you are talking about, so if you want to know that how many elements will be there in the cross product of two sets, so over here if you say, if we see here that in A cross B the number of elements are 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now well, then I can say that the number of elements in A cross B is equal to 6. Now if we see very closely that the number of elements in A is 3, number of elements in B is 2. So from here we can say that number of elements in A cross B, number of elements in A cross B is equal to, we can say, number of elements in A into number of elements in B. So from here we can know that how many elements will be there in the cross product of two sets without forming the cross product of those two sets. So if we are interested to know that two sets are there and how many elements will be there in the cross products of those two sets, then we just have to multiply the cardinal number of those two sets. So the product of the cardinal number of those two sets will give us the number of elements will be in the cross product of the two sets. Let's have few examples. So suppose we have a set P in which the number of elements, cardinal number of this set is suppose 4, and another set is there Q in which the number of elements is 5. So we want to know that how many elements will be there in P cross Q. We want to know that how many elements will be there in P cross Q. Number of elements in P is 4, in the set P is 4, and number of elements in set Q is 5. And if we do the cross product of P and Q, we want to know that how many elements will be there. So the number of elements in the cross product of P and Q's will be equal to number of elements in P into number of elements in Q. So number of elements in P is 4 and number of elements in Q is 5. So there will be 20 elements will be there. 20 elements will be there in the cross product of the sets P and Q. Well, we now came to know that without forming the set, without forming the cross product of the two sets, if you want to know that how many elements is there in the cross product of two sets, then we can use the product of the cardinal number of those two sets, and the product of the cardinal number of those two sets will give you the number of elements in the product of the sets. Well, now we want to know that if the two sets are there, suppose again let's go back to the sets. Suppose we have the two sets A and B, and number of elements in A is suppose 3 and number of elements in B is 2, and we want to know that if I go for the cross product of A and B, then from the set A cross B, how many different subset is possible? We want to know that from the set A cross B, how many different subset is possible. How we will do that? For that, first of all, we will find out the number of elements in A cross B. Then we are going to calculate that how many different subset is possible from the set A cross B. So let's find out the number of elements in A cross B first. So number of elements in A cross B will be equal to number of elements in A times number of elements in B. Now number of elements in A is 3 and number of elements in B is 2. So there will be 6 elements in the set A cross B. And we want to know that how many different subset is possible. How many different subset is possible from the set A cross B. So it will be 2 to the power of number of elements in the set A cross B. So it will be 2 to the power of number of elements in the set A cross B. So that will give you the number of subsets. Number of subsets from number of subset from the set A cross B. Number of subset from the set A cross B is equal to nothing, 2 to the power of number of elements in the set A cross B. And the number of elements in the set A cross B is 6. So number of subsets will be 2 to the power of 6, and that will be your 64. That means from the set A cross B, can be how many different subset is possible? 64 different subset is possible. So to find the how many different subset is possible from the cross product of the two sets, we just have to make 2 to the power of number of elements in that particular cross product of the two sets. Like over here, the number of elements in the cross product of A and B is giving me 6. So number of subset possible from the set A cross B will be 2 to the power of 6, and that is 64. Now there is a link between a relation and subsets of the cross product of two sets. Subsets of the cross product of two sets. Subsets of the cross product of two sets are nothing, they are relations. So each and every subsets of the cross product of two sets, each and every subset of the cross product of two sets are nothing, they are relations. So what is a relation? Relations are nothing, they are the subsets of the cross product of two sets. So instead of the question is that how many different relation is possible from the cross product of two sets, it will be same as the number of subset possible from the cross product of two sets. So to find out the number of relation possible, because relations means what? Relations are nothing, they are the subsets of the cross product of two sets. So the number of relations possible, number of different relation possible from the subset of the cross product of two sets will be 2 to the power of cardinal number of the cross product of the two sets. So if suppose in a set P cross Q, the number of elements in it is 5. Number of elements in the cross product of the set P and Q is suppose 5, and you want to know that how many relation is possible. So number of relation possible, number of relations possible from P cross Q is equal to nothing, it will be 2 to the power of 5, and that will be your 32.